News. I am Afreen, your host for the broadcast and head of operations at CIO News. This is our exclusive Fireside chat powered by Avaya on transformation through customer experience. This is a recorded session and will be available on our website, cionews.co.in, and our CIO News LinkedIn handle. I'm very excited to invite my guest for today, Mr. Nagarjun, who is the Chief Technology Officer at Alice Group. As a Chief Technology Officer in the IT and BFSI industry, he is dedicated to leading technology teams and driving digital transformation. He has designed and implemented a cloud first strategy and also overseen the implementation of advanced security measures to ensure customers' data is protected. And he has also been honored with the Best CIO Innovator Award in 2023. We welcome you, Mr. Nagarjun.
Thank you, Afreen. And thank
Glad.
you, Avaya team, for this. Thanks.
Yes. I
Welcome.
also I also have along with me Mr. Bhavesh Vora, who is the sales engineering lead at Avaya. Bhavesh is a dynamic and result-oriented professional with progressive leadership experience in enterprise telecom and IT industry. He has 20 plus years of working experience in various roles. He started his career as a service engineer with Tata Telecom Limited, which is a leading communication equipment solutions provider. Welcome, Bhavesh.
Thank you, Afreen, and glad to be here.
Glad to have you, Bhavesh. All right, so let's just begin the discussion. So, Mr. Nagarjun, my first question to you would be: we know that technology in the last couple of years, particularly in the last 3 years, has seen a boom, and with the current growth in technology, according to you, how important is it to migrate to the cloud, and what factors do you consider while migrating to cloud?
I have to explain where we I'm started this cloud migrations in my industry side, because when we are in 2019 and 18 time, we are in kind of data center based cloud systems we have. Like that we can take a rental space, we host our applications there, and we run the business. After that, we are not facing some challenges like scalability, and then whenever we need infra, we're not able to get on time. That is the first incident makes us to take decisions with cloud. And second thing is that security and compliance. When we are deploying any servers, the hardening itself takes time to make the systems ready in place. So hardening of systems. So these are the second point makes us to think about cloud migrations. And third is that performance part. When we are in the data centers, they will give a shared hosting to us. So that also is kind of it's not dedicated. Anytime that can be gives us some performance issues for us. This 3 points is a main thing considered as to shift to cloud from data center to cloud migrations. So when we are cloud migrations, when we are taking a step forward, so we have to choose who is the experts in our sites. At the same time, whether any consultant can be give us some architecture designs to us. So that time we have to think about the vendor selections, how we can adopt directly, whether GCG or else AWS or Oracle, whatever. So now we are currently using AWS here in our end. At the same time, when we are using data center, we have know that fixed costing price, because 2018 people, the people of traditional business, they know the costings, whatever they're keeping up. So when we are doing cloud migrations, we have to give a ballpark figure to our CFO for these migrations, how much it will cost when we are migrating, how much we can save there. At the same time, when we are going to AWS, that time the technology also have to be differentiated, like DB, everything we have to have separately, we have to configure, and increase and outgress traffic, bandwidth charges, everything will be calculatable. So that time we have to make four measures, that is mainly cost analysis, and then what kind of configurations we're going to take it up, like scalability for flexibility part. And then we have to think about how we can do the auto scaling. Whenever the requirement, that time only the system have to be auto scale. So that time we have to think about reliability part. At the same time, we have to ensure that security and then compliance. So we have to have admin audit logs kind of thing needs to be enabled in our end. These four things is a main priority when we are going on cloud migrations.
Great. I think you rightly mentioned that when you're migrating to cloud, and why would you migrate to cloud? Yes, availability of infrastructure, the security and compliance requirements need to be met, and also the performance, because ultimately, yes, we are a digital world. and we really need to move as fast as the world is moving, or probably even faster. Technology demands that. So, and when we talk about moving to cloud, I think the next word is digital. So, Bhavesh, would you want to kind of chip in there?
Yeah, yeah. Before going there, Afreen, I think good inputs from Mr. Nagarjun. Nagarjun, I think if you can just set the context, for the benefit of the viewers of CIO News and even the Avaya folks who are on this call. So I think Alice Blue is a securities company, primarily online,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Now, I mean, I know a lot of security companies in Bombay and other places which are traditional players, and now you have the Zerodas and now Alice Blue and all. So, I mean, from a business perspective, if you can just set the context, where do you see yourself as, I mean, is there a place for one more online player to do online trading? What is your value proposition from a business perspective? And then I will also have a question on cloud.
yes. In business perspective, the
Yes.
people's new entrants are more in nowadays because
Okay.
in Indian population, only 5% of people, 1 to 5% of people are doing trading still now in
Mm,
securities part. So still the new peoples can enter. At the same time, one main challenge is now going on is that regulatories. The
mm,
regulators are coming up with new implementations with the technology impacts. So when we are saying SEBI as a regulatory for broking securities part, so they are randomly giving a technology enhancements in the part of security and compliance and enhancements and logging and monitoring part also nowadays.
yeah.
So maybe the business who was planning to come to new business of broking, they have to think about this investments of technology. The
Mm,
first part. Because earlier in traditional broking firm, they don't need to think about technology because that much of regulatory also not there. But last 1.5 years, we are seeing that so many changes are coming up from regulatory side itself. It's kind of initiation
correct.
that makes a consolidations right because the people who are in traditional, so they also evolve to the new current trend digital technologies. It's
Mm,
not like they can't run the business on old one.
got it. Got it. And very interesting input you made. I think security you said was a primary driver to move to cloud because well, whenever I have a lot of these discussions on cloud with some of our customers and potential customers, they always look at the cost perspective, and they have found that moving to cloud is actually more expensive than continuing on the premise, and security is always a larger concern. But lately I've seen that most of the large companies in the IT industry, they have been hacked. The ransomware and all, they have been primarily on premise. So are you seeing that moving to cloud is actually more safer, even though it may be more expensive? I'm just trying to validate those two thoughts.
It's kind of based on the who is that doing the architectures matters here. Then
Okay.
on-site and then cloud, both are having same vulnerabilities here. The security, the hackers can exploit anything. It's not
Mm,
like on-site or AWS. We can assure that both the sides. But one thing, we can make risk mitigations and we can have some security patches in our end. Like we can take vulnerability assessments regularly, vulnerability assessment and CAS benchmarks. We can
mm,
enable that kind of artifacts to ensure that security in our end.
okay.
Because it's not like AWS or on premises. It's kind of
Mm,
security matters. Anyone can breach the systems, right?
mm,
Our assets can be breached now,
okay. Got it. Got it.
so we can't say this cloud is secured. But we in cloud we have options to explore, make security easily.
Mm,
When compared to security enhancement, the cloud is easy when
mm,
compared to on premises because there's ready-made plugins are available. If you go AWS, I can see so many audit trails.
mm,
It's kind of RBI based companies, they can directly enroll that kind of environment.
got it. Got it. Yeah, thanks. Okay, I'll go to the next question, which Afreen was suggesting. So I mean, I think since being a B2C and in a securities company with a very high margin business, and as you rightly said, only 5% of the population is trading on shares, but the new generation, everybody wants to put money on equity. Because the index is something which is going up, and it gives maximum return of interest if you do it little bit smartly. That's what it is. So how does
Now
the company?
one more happy
Yeah.
news is that every day expert Monday, every day you have expiry. So every day the people can get some gambling kind of thing. They can
Yeah,
increase the money on that.
that's true. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I know this business a lot. I've been doing it for a very, very long time. So I mean, how does a company like yours, provide a superior customer experience using digital channels? Because for a long time, people would call his dealer or a broker. He say, I want to buy or sell. Now you have everything online. People can buy and sell online. But I saw your website. You also have a voice as a channel, and most of the business obviously is happening, through digital. Using your website or the mobile
Yes,
app. So how is the digital channel playing a role in providing a customer experience? And what is
I,
what is it that you are prioritizing?
I just like to clarify one thing. We
Okay.
have provided numbers in our websites. It's only for support pack. Whether the people are requiring any online support or account opening challenges, anything comes in place. The people who is from non-urban peoples, they need some supports to open accounts or any relevant queries or else nominee or any other things. Only for that purpose. We are not having anything is on offline kind of thing. We're not having call-based, dealer-based concepts in our end. We
Okay.
completely having a digital based. At the same time, we are giving a self-servicing method also. Like people, if they are have any queries, they directly goes to our FAQs that can be answered. At the same time, we have our own AI conversational message aptic. We are using aptic software, so that will be handled our FAQ queries on that. At the same time, the people if like to place orders, they completely do it on their application itself, trading application itself. So don't need to use any EXE based. We are completely giving online based application, mobile and web app. We're not giving anything like EXE based.
Hmm.
So when the people's are in digital like in digital thing, we have to giving a personalization in that web app. Like if the people's like to take handpicked things, handpicked in the sense, if you like to do any ITM or OTM trades kind of thing, readily we are showing that is a predefined market watch, so people can easily trade on that. So kind of volatility scripts or age benefits, how you can save the funds before executing your trades. If you anywhere, if you are need a 25,000, whether you can make a trade, you can check the margin before executing the trades.
Hmm.
Because earlier in offline, you have to make a call for you have to make a 5 minutes of speech to get the things executing orders. Now in digital market, we don't need to use this call mechanism. We just directly see the margin required, what the charges going to be charged for you for this
Hmm.
trade. Everything is displayed there itself before executing the orders.
Hmm.
So this much of very clear, transparent things are available when the people are doing online trading.
I got it. Got it. So I think I got it. I mean, you're saying everything is 100% online in your case. There is no offline. There's no phone-based trading. But are you using digital channels for acquiring customers, or how do you acquire customers basically?
We are using digital KYC softwares in our end. So maximum, we don't like to follow any manual methods. So we are avoiding everything. We are using some other services, third-party services to get other kind of penny drop facilities to ensure the bank details. At the same now account statements also people should do it manually.
Hmm.
Nowadays we have account aggregator facilities which is comes in last year. We enabled in our end. So we are zero manual uploads ensured. We are only doing an online method where there is no offline methods we are following here. If you have everything in online, you don't need to go for manual upload and the Xerox kind of scan copy kind of submission is not required. Everything can be taken from digital wallet itself.
Ah, okay, got it. No, no. So that part I got it. So I mean, I was talking about acquiring customers. I mean, how will you attract customers? I mean, say, why will I not go to ICICI Direct or a Zerodha and I'll come to uh, your company? I mean, so do you do some kind of telemarketing, digital telemarketing, or a voice telemarketing to acquire customers, or people just come to your website looking at your advertisements?
Okay.
Hmm.
We are just doing Google AdWords kind of thing. When the
Hmm.
peoples are seeing our ads in our web page, Facebook, social medias, different mediums, they will hit the links and they will do a registration with us. So we have a call system in place. We are having CRM. So when the peoples are register their lead, they will get a call in within 5 minutes. We are using our call system, which is AI based. First, that will make a calls to clients whether they are given a right number, whether they are ready to answer the call. It's kind of one or voice based assistance, one or two. They are interested to open an account. If
Okay,
they confirm, then only the call lands to agents. The agents will pick the call and convert the leads. This is the way we are doing the account acquisition.
I got it. Thank you. Yes, Afreen, you want to ask the
Yes.
next question? Yeah.
Yes, actually, Mr. Nagarjun mentioned about personalizing the web application and also throwing in options which are more relevant, probably the hand-picked options particularly. I think that all converges down to the experience, what Alice Blue is actually offering the customer. So, Mr. Nagarjun, when we talk about customer experience in particular, we know that it's actually probably the biggest retention or the biggest revenue generation factor for any organization. So, how about CX measurement? How do you measure CX in your organization? And if there are some tips that you would like to share on how CX can be enhanced using technology, although you mentioned a couple of points on the personalization front, but if you'd like to throw some more light on that.
Sure. Currently, we are having two ways we are measuring the CS measurement in our end. One is CSAT, which is happening on our support desk itself. When the tickets are coming to our end, we are when the tickets are answered, then we are sending a CSAT to ensure that customer feedback. One part, and second thing that anyways the people's whatever we are giving online service to people's right. Anyways, if they have any problems, if they are facing any small things, they will use the Play Store as a it's kind of query kind of thing. They will answer there itself. So we are also measuring that in our end. It's kind of Play Store reviews. And third thing, we are having our own survey methods. Every month, we will send a service to the peoples to get their feedbacks. What are the challenges you guys are facing? Why you guys are lifting it off? Because we are having a facing a personal services. We have our measurement systems in our place. When the clients are started a journey with us, when they are ending up, when they are doing the trades regularly, they are in live monitoring with us. If the clients are not trading more than 10 or 15 days, our systems will trigger alerts to our agents, so the people will be call and check with them what is the reasons behind that, whether they are market losses, whether they are facing some challenges with our applications, whatever. We will get the queries and we will fix it, and we will give a reconfirmation to the clients that so whatever challenge you said, we fixed it, whether you like to continue with us or else you need any expertise or any solutions for that, we also providing that solutions to them. So in this way only we start our specialization kind of things from our end.
Yes, I'll actually pick up the point where you actually spoke about tracking consumer behavior or customer behavior. And if there is any change in the behavioral pattern, like, someone actually going inactive for a couple of days, so the system triggers a notification that, so and so person has been dormant. And that kind of gives you the next cue to take action. So, and particularly now when we are talking about systems that track all of this, I think Bhavesh, over to you. Probably you'd want to ask Mr. Nagarjun something on that.
Yeah, I think I have one more one more question for Mr. Nagarjun. Uh, So I think we covered the digital channels, cloud, measurement of CX. One important thing, which is a buzzword, is the use of AI tools, in all aspects of business. And in your case, it could be, doing research, probably giving recommendation for purchase to your potential customers, or understanding the customer behavior. And then you have these buzzwords today, Chat GPT, GPT-4, GPT-10. Are you using artificial intelligence and some kind of analytics or chat gpt in your kind of business, or is there a plan to do something like that, and how you plan to use
I
it?
will make it clear now that
uh,
ChatGPT is only have a data limit in 2021. After that, there is no data is available. When we are in talking about the investments and broking industries, market industries, 2022 and 23, I think we hope you everyone knows that whatever changes are occurring in our cap market itself.
yeah,
So based on that, we can't use any AI based analyticals in our end. But with our data, we can providing some machine learning things to the people that they can see their trades where they are doing better, which script they can do better, and which script they are earnings better instead of going on wrong pick. At the same time, we are doing some liquid index kind of analysis. We are readily giving the hand-picked liquid index details to them, so from they can easily pick the trades from that end. At the same time, when you are asking about AI based any personalization
yeah,
means, we are using in our calling system that not in calling system or user based. It's kind of when the agents and clients are discussed every day EOD, we will analyze the calls using AI system. It's kind of NLP based, voice to text converter. Based on that, we are analyzing the calls. We are scoring the agents for agent performance. We are using the AI based. Apart from that, we are not using any AI based technology in our industry as of now, because that is a predictive based things, right? Because
yeah,
as per regulatory, we can't give any back testing, any catchy words to the clients. We having AI systems in place. You can make a trades. You can get 100% profit. We can't pitch like that. That's kind of a dumb word. We can't do that. But we
Yes.
have to. We can give the tools where clients can analyze and they can make their own trades with easy way.
Hmm.
Instead of doing so many complications and making one investment, we can gives us and pick things. So they will realize, okay, we analyzed, we make a trades. That's why we also make a product name as analyze and trade.
Hmm.
That is an ant.
No, that is very interesting, and you brought up a very good point. You're saying that you are analyzing the conversations between your agents and the customers, and you're doing AI based on that. So, I mean, looking at India, there are so many languages. So, are you analyzing all languages, or only you focus on English?
I think two things. As of
Hmm.
now, my because we are using third party service on that part. Hindi
Hmm.
we are analyzing, and then we are analyzing English, Indian English. We are majorly analyzing.
Hmm.
Other things, other languages, we are analyzing using manual interventions kind of thing.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Good.
Because we are giving us customer service, right? We have to ensure that we are communicating properly with the clients. The clients are happy. Whether the clients are angry on us, also we have to make them happy to cut the call.
Yes. Got it. Okay. Thank you. I think over to you, Afreen. Yeah.
Thanks, Bhavesh. In fact, Mr. Nagarjun, you actually mentioned something which is very different, where you are restricted in actually using customer information because of your industry. So you have to be very, very mindful of how you are tracking customer behavior, and also customer experience. Probably you have to be very mindful about how you are driving that also. So thank you so much for sharing your insights on that note. And yes, with that, we come towards the end of our session. So, any last thoughts or any best practices that you would like to share with our viewers, Mr. Nagarjun?
I think in market in trading industries, people if you're saying AI based things can be investment, that is not a real one, because they are doing with whatever data they are having, they are doing analysis with the data and giving it. So that is not AI. The AI is the data which is can be analyzed on previous history of the candles and that need to give a complete results. So it's kind of different events because in markets we can't use the AI for investing, because today we are saying that the market can go more. Suddenly the some news can becomes right. I think hope anyone knows about last month we heard one news, market completely crash. Hope you guys know that. I can't say that company name, but it's
Hmm.
happened. That kind of news can't be predicted, right? So AI based thing can be comes in future, but not right now.
Great, great. Thank you so much for actually sharing that information, particularly. Bhavish, any last thoughts, any best practices that you'd like to share for our viewers from your end?
No, I think that was a very good conversation, a very interesting fireside chat, very input, very interesting insights. And I agree with Mr. Nagarjun. If there was an AI-based tool available, the creators of those AI tools would have will be billionaires. They would not need anything
Yes.
else.
Very, very true. Because then it becomes very easy to predict as to what's going to
Yeah,
suit you in the market.
yeah, yeah.
But yes. So thank you
As
so
all as all the wise people have said, that in the stock market you have to stick to basics, and you have to have patience. Then only you can make money. I think that is the
It's
only
kind of
thing that works.
compounding. It's a
Yeah.
compounding, right?
Yes.
very
we
true.
have
Very
to we have to taste the compounding effort. We have to wait for a long term. It's not like today or tomorrow.
Yes.
yes, very rightly said that it's not a short term thing. It has to be a trend over a period of time. So thank you so much. Thanks to both of you. It was a wonderful session. It was
Thank
great
you.
having both of you. Thank you.
Thank you.